Imagine this. You're lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling. The room is dark, the house quiet, but your mind refuses to rest. Your body feels heavy, tired, yet something deep inside you feels drained, as if life's inner spark has dimmed. You turn to your side, trying to remember the last time you truly woke up energized, confident, and strong. The truth is, most people never notice the slow fade of vitality until it's almost gone. But what if the secret to bringing it back wasn't a pill, a drug, or a complicated treatment? What if it was just one simple vitamin you take before bed? What this vitamin does in your body overnight has stunned even experienced urologists. And once you understand why, you'll never go to sleep without it again. For decades, science has focused on fixing problems, not preventing them. You feel tired, they prescribe caffeine. You can't sleep, they offer sedatives. You lose drive, they recommend therapy or hormones. But very few ask why this happens in the first place. According to a growing body of research, one silent nutrient deficiency may be the root cause behind poor sleep, low energy, reduced potency, and even mood swings. Most adults over 50 are missing it, not because they don't eat right, but because the body changes how it absorbs nutrients with age. This vitamin acts like a quiet nighttime engineer, restoring your inner balance while you sleep. But before revealing which vitamin it is, let's first understand what's truly happening inside your body. As you age, your body doesn't simply slow down, it shifts its priorities. The cells that once focused on growth now prioritize survival. The hormones that once surged easily begin to trickle, and the brain's nightly repair system, the deep sleep cycles that refresh your mind and body, begin to weaken. You may not feel it all at once, but you notice small changes. Your energy dips in the morning, focus drifts after lunch, motivation fades in the evening. Then comes the restless sleep. You toss, you turn, you wake up groggy. At first, you assume it's just aging, but then other things start happening. Your confidence drops. Your drive, not just in life, but in intimacy, fades, and your muscles don't recover the same way they used to. Most people blame getting older, but scientists have discovered something far more specific. A single vitamin that regulates over 300 bodily functions tied to sleep, mood, energy, and virility. That vitamin is magnesium. Yet not all magnesium is created equal. And here's where things take a surprising turn. The hidden deficiency magnesium is responsible for muscle relaxation, heart rhythm, hormone balance, and melatonin production, the hormone that puts you to sleep. It's also crucial for testosterone and estrogen stability, two pillars of vitality in both men and women. But the majority of adults lose magnesium faster than they can replenish it. Coffee, alcohol, stress, and even certain medications silently drain it from the body every single day. A study by the National Institutes of Health found that nearly 70% of adults over 50 have chronic magnesium deficiency, often without realizing it. And when that happens, three things begin to collapse in sequence. 1. Sleep quality deteriorates. 2. Hormone production slows down. 3. Cellular energy, your mitochondria's spark, starts to fade. This trifecta leads to what doctors now call the slow burnout syndrome. You're not sick, but you're not well either. It's that middle ground where you're constantly tired, mentally foggy, and feeling disconnected from your body. But here's what's fascinating. Magnesium, when taken at night, behaves differently. The nighttime shift, when you take the right form of magnesium before bed, not the cheap oxide found in most supplements, but a gentle, absorbable form like magnesium glycinate, something remarkable happens. Your nervous system begins to quiet down. The brain waves that trigger deep sleep start sinking, and your muscles release built-up tension, allowing oxygen to flow freely through your tissues. But that's just the start. During these early hours of sleep, your brain performs a nightly detox, flushing out waste proteins that build up from stress and fatigue. Magnesium fuels this cleansing process, while stabilizing the release of melatonin and GABA, the body's natural calming neurotransmitter. If you've ever felt anxious, irritable, or unable to relax before bed, chances are your GABA and magnesium levels are both low. Yet, here's the twist. When magnesium enters your bloodstream alongside another nutrient, vitamin B6, its potency multiplies. B6 acts as the key, unlocking magnesium's full potential to cross into your cells. That's why urologists and sleep specialists alike are now calling this combination the midnight duo. But there's more to this story than better sleep. Because deep inside your bloodstream, something else begins to change. The cellular awakening. Every night, your body attempts to repair muscle, nerve, and reproductive tissues. But without enough magnesium, these repairs never complete. It's like trying to rebuild a house without nails. Over time, testosterone drops, estrogen becomes unbalanced, and energy output falls. Magnesium regulates a specific enzyme called 17-VHSD, which helps maintain healthy sex hormone levels. When this enzyme slows down, your vitality declines, no matter how well you eat or exercise. Now imagine replenishing magnesium each night. Within days, your cells begin to hold more hydration. Within weeks, your muscles feel fuller, your recovery improves, and your sleep deepens. And for many men and women, something almost miraculous happens. Their morning energy returns. That subtle spark that once defined their youth slowly reignites. But it's not magic, it's chemistry. And what happens next shows just how powerful this mineral really is. The chain reaction. In 2018, a group of researchers conducted a study on adults aged 55-75. They gave one group magnesium glycinate at night and the other a placebo. Within 3 weeks, the magnesium group reported 63% improvement in sleep onset, falling asleep faster, 59% reduction in nighttime awakenings, and a 45% increase in morning alertness. But the real discovery wasn't in their sleep, it was in their hormone levels. The men in the magnesium group showed an average 12% boost in free testosterone, while women reported better mood stability and libido balance. How could a simple mineral cause such a profound effect? The answer lies in how magnesium calms cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol blocks testosterone, disrupts melatonin, and keeps your brain in fight or flight. By lowering cortisol at night, magnesium allows your body to finally do what it's meant to do, restore itself. The result: better sleep, improved mood, more energy, and yes, stronger vitality. But there's still one crucial detail that makes or breaks this transformation: the timing secret. Magnesium isn't a morning supplement. It works with your body's circadian rhythm, your natural sleep-wake cycle. Taking it in the morning when cortisol is naturally high can actually blunt its effects, but taking it 30 to 60 minutes before bed, preferably with a warm drink or after a light meal, allows it to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and repair mode. Here's where curiosity spikes. Why do urologists specifically recommend magnesium for vitality and not just sleep? Because magnesium isn't only calming, it's energizing at the cellular level. It fuels ATP production, the molecule responsible for every heartbeat, every breath, and every thought. Without enough ATP, your organs function slower, your reproductive system gets less oxygen, and your body quietly enters energy debt. This is why people say, "I'm tired no matter how much I sleep." It's not about hours of rest, it's about the quality of repair happening at night. Magnesium is the key that turns that repair system back on, but we're only halfway there. In the next part, you'll discover the exact combination urologists use with magnesium to awaken long dormant vitality, increase stamina, and rebuild deep, restorative sleep patterns naturally. And there's a surprising connection to your heart health and longevity that changes everything. The heart connection. You might think this story ends with better sleep and energy, but the truth runs deeper, straight into the rhythm of your heart. Every beat of your heart depends on an invisible electrical pulse. That pulse is powered by minerals, especially magnesium and potassium. When magnesium is low, your heart works harder to keep the same rhythm, silently burning through energy. Studies show that nighttime magnesium levels can predict how well your cardiovascular system regenerates during sleep. People who take magnesium before bed don't just sleep longer, their heart rate variability improves, meaning their hearts recover better from daily stress. So while you rest, your body quietly rebuilds its electrical stability, and this nightly recovery lays the foundation for stamina, both physical and emotional. But that's not all, because once your heart finds balance, another process deep within your brain begins to awaken: the brain-body link. Inside your skull lies a tiny gland called the pineal gland, responsible for releasing melatonin. Magnesium acts as the starter switch that tells this gland when to turn on. Without it, melatonin output drops, making your sleep shallow and fragmented. But here's what few people know. Melatonin doesn't just make you sleepy, it's also one of the body's strongest antioxidants. It protects your brain cells from aging, improves memory, and regulates sexual hormones during the night. When you restore magnesium, melatonin surges naturally, no sleeping pills required. You fall asleep faster, but more importantly, you stay asleep in the deep, restorative phase where testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone rise. These are the same hormones responsible for vitality, muscle tone, and desire. And that's why urologists call this period the midnight reset. But there's one more nutrient that turns this nightly repair into something extraordinary: the hidden partner, zinc magnesium. And zinc are like two musicians playing a duet. While magnesium calms and restores, zinc builds and strengthens. It's vital for immune health, wound repair, and reproductive balance. Most men over 50 lose zinc through sweat, stress, or reduced absorption. Urologists discovered that when magnesium is taken alongside zinc gluconate or citrate, the combination not only enhances sleep quality, but also supports natural testosterone maintenance and overall vigor. Think of magnesium as the conductor of calm and zinc as the builder of strength. Every night, as you drift into deep sleep, these two minerals quietly rebuild what the day has worn down. The result? You wake with a steadier heartbeat, a sharper mind, and a surprising morning vitality you may not have felt in years. But there's still a missing link, the carrier that helps these minerals reach every corner of your body. The carrier, vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is the messenger that delivers nutrients across cellular barriers. Without it, magnesium and zinc remain half effective. B6 turns on the enzymes that convert amino acids into neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, the chemicals that shape your mood and motivation. It also guides magnesium into the brain, allowing you to relax deeply and dream vividly. Here's where things get interesting. A 2020 clinical study showed that adults who took magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6 together before bed experienced significant improvements in sleep quality, stress reduction, and morning testosterone compared to those taking a placebo. In essence, it's not one vitamin, it's a nightly trio working as one, and taken consistently, they form the foundation of what urologists call the vitality loop. The vitality loop. The vitality loop works like this. 1. Magnesium calms your nervous system, allowing sleep and repair. 2. Zinc rebuilds cellular strength, hormone balance, and immune defense. 3. Vitamin B6 ensures both minerals reach their targets and ignite neurotransmitter function. When this loop activates night after night, the body shifts from survival to regeneration. You wake with steadier energy, deeper confidence, and sharper focus. Within weeks, many people notice something subtle, an urge to move, to walk, to stretch again. The body reclaims its rhythm, and in that rhythm, something ancient reawakens, the natural pulse of vitality that aging never truly erases, it only hides. But how do you make sure this transformation actually happens in real life? The routine. Here's what most specialists now recommend. Take it 30-45 minutes before sleep. Mix magnesium glycinate, 200-400 ml, zinc citrate, 10-20 ml, and vitamin B6, 5-10 ml. Avoid caffeine or alcohol in the evening, since they block mineral absorption. Drink water or warm milk with it. Hydration helps transport nutrients through your bloodstream. Dim your lights and reduce screen time. Magnesium's calming effect doubles when melatonin can rise naturally. Follow this rhythm for at least 3 weeks. You won't just feel the difference, you'll see it. Fewer dark circles, smoother mornings, steadier mood. Yet there's still one more mystery these nutrients unlock, a secret that connects sleep, intimacy, and longevity. The unexpected twist. For years, scientists believed sexual health and sleep were separate issues. But a recent study from Italy revealed that men with optimal magnesium levels had deeper REM sleep and higher morning testosterone. Women showed improved mood and hormonal balance too. The reason? Magnesium reduces inflammation in the pituitary-gonadal axis, the brain-to-gland communication line that controls reproductive hormones. In other words, when you sleep deeply, your body doesn't just rest, it rebuilds desire, connection, and joy. That's why some specialists now call magnesium the intimacy mineral. You might not notice it on the first night, or even the third, but after 2 weeks, you'll realize you're no longer dragging through the day. You're calmer, clearer, and quietly more confident in every sense. And when that happens, something profound takes shape in your mind. The realization. You realize that vitality was never about you. It's about balance, a body that rests deeply, wakes naturally, and feels alive through every heartbeat. And that balance begins not with medication or magic, but with minerals that nature built into your design from the start. Urologists don't prescribe this trio to make people young again. They recommend it to help the body remember how to heal, because healing is not an event, it's a nightly ritual. And once you restore that ritual, every part of your life begins to follow. But there's still one more thing you must do, and it has nothing to do with pills or bottles. The final lesson. Every night, as you take that small vitamin blend, remind yourself that recovery happens in stillness. In today's world, everyone is chasing the next fix, the next boost, the next shortcut. But the truth is simpler. Give your body what it truly needs, and it will give you back everything you've lost. Your strength, your calm, your sleep, your drive. Within a month of consistency, magnesium's gentle rhythm becomes part of your heartbeat. Your nights become longer, your mornings lighter. And perhaps most importantly, you regain trust in your own biology, that it can still protect you, repair you, and keep your spirit burning bright. So tonight, before you close your eyes, remember this. One vitamin won't change your life in a day, but the right one, taken at the right time, can quietly rebuild the foundation of who you are. And when the sun rises, you'll no longer ask, how do I get my vitality back? You'll feel it in every breath, every step, every heartbeat. You've now seen what countless medical journals and patient stories have confirmed, that the combination of magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6 before bed can transform your sleep, your energy, and your confidence. This isn't hype. It's biology done right. So take this small nightly habit seriously. Let your body repair the way it was always meant to, because when you nourish it with the essentials, it rewards you with something priceless. The feeling of being fully alive again. That's the secret most overlook. And it begins not in the morning, but the moment you decide to rest.